We have discussed the properties of water, and today we will discuss the properties of different forms of water. As we know that water exists in three different forms in our nature. So we should know what water is. Water is defined as a colorless, transparent, odorless liquid which forms the seas, lakes, and different surface water bodies. And on the earth, 71% area is covered with water. And when you see the map of the earth, you see the blue region, two-third part of the earth is covered with water. And this water, it exists in different forms in the environment: the solid, the liquid, and the gaseous form. So when we talk about solid, then we have examples of snow and ice. When we talk about liquid form, then we have rain. And when we talk about the gaseous form, then we have water vapors. So different forms of water are solid, liquid, gas, at ice, water, and water vapor. All these are interchangeable, and in environment also they keep on moving from environment to soil to water bodies to then again environment. Water is being continuously used and it travels like a wheel. It makes a cycle that we call water cycle. And the water cycle, it helps in maintaining the water level of the environment. When we talk about solid water form, so dear students, when water freezes, its molecules they move further apart. As we know that water, it is made up of two molecules of hydrogen and one molecule of oxygen, that makes the formula H2O. So when water freezes at 0 degrees Celsius, then it becomes ice, and this ice is lighter than water. It is lighter than water and it floats on the water. So we have only seen ice cubes in our refrigerator, and we must have observed snowfall when we visit the hilly areas, the mountains. Though in our area we don't observe snowfall, we only get hailstones. But in mountainous regions, we observe snowfall, and people love to make the snowman out of the children play with them. So, this is the solid form of water that we enjoy. Next is the liquid form. The liquid form is the form that is used maximum by we people and by everyone. Solid form is not used that much, but liquid form is used maximum by humans. It is wet and fluid, and we use it in many ways like washing, drinking. And pure water, it doesn't contain any impurity like salt, rock, soil, garbage, anything. It is pure water which doesn't contain any impurity. And the formula of water is H2O. Then two molecules of hydrogen and one molecule of oxygen, they make the formula of water, that is H2O, and it contains oxygen. That is why whenever any person feels uneasy, he or she is given a glass of water. Maybe he is feeling oxygen deficient in some way. So when we give a glass of water to that person, oxygen is provided and he starts feeling better. So water is solution to many problems. Next come the gas water form. So dear students, vapor is always present in the air around us, though we cannot see it. When you boil water, the water changes from liquid to gas or water vapor. And some of the, when we cover that particular container, then some of the water vapor, it cools and we see small steam, we see small drops on the steel cover. So this is the vapor form of water. When this is due to the process of evaporation and condensation. When we heat, as heat is the main thing that plays a important role in conversion of one state of water into other. When we heat water, then vapors start moving upside in the environment. And if we cover that container, and when we stop providing heat and we cover that container with some other cover, some lid, then what will happen? Those vapors will, when they will strike the cool surface of the lid or the cover, then they will get converted into water drops. This is condensation. Then what is the biological significance of ice and its ability to float on water? So dear students, when we have ice, I told you that it is less dense than water because of the orientation of hydrogen bonds, the H2, and they are further pushed apart, which lower the density of the ice, and it becomes lighter than water, and it always then floats on water. And for other liquids, the solidification, when the temperature drops, means temperature is low, it lowers the kinetic energy, which allows molecules to pack more tightly and more solid, denser than the liquid form. In other liquids, it leads to lowering of kinetic energy, and due to that the molecules of that liquid, they are tightly packed, but that is not in the case of water.